Google just dropped its most powerful AI image model yet, and this is the Gemini 2.5 Flash, which is also known as the Nano Banana. With it, you can type a prompt and instantly edit or update any photo while keeping everything perfectly consistent. This changes the game for every creative industry, and in this video I would show you 50 use cases, from simple everyday fixes to mind-blowing professional applications you wouldn't even believe were possible. And this will probably be the most easiest application to use and navigate through. So no long talks, let me show you how this works. So you can literally access Nano Banana using different websites, but I'm going to be using two on this tutorial, which is the Gemini and accessing it through the Google AI Studio. So I'm going to start with the Google AI Studio. Just type the Google AI Studio on your browser, and once you click on the first link, it is going to take you on the interface. Now, over the interface on Google AI Studio, you're going to see the Try Nano Banana. So once you click on it, it is going to take you to the interface where you can literally use Nano Banana for free. Once you click on the plus sign, you can upload a file from your drive. You can upload it directly from your device. You can also take a photo of whatever it is you want using your device and also use the sample media. So I'm going to quickly upload an image, which is this one that you're seeing here, and we're going to work a bit using this image. So one of the first things we're going to start with is basic editing and lightning. So what we're going to do with this image that is here is to just change the background to sunny and in a park. So with Nano Banana, you can literally change the time of the day to night with new lightning and vibrant reflection, whatever works for you. So once I put in this prompt, this is the kind of result you would get. Literally change the background and did not affect the image in any way. You can see that the character is consistent, the pose, the facial expression, everything still look consistent even with that. Unlike some other websites that might literally change some of the features from the character, so everything is still consistent. Another thing you can tell it to do is to change the hairstyle. So let's say you do not have time to go to the salon to change your hairstyle and you want to update your social media platform with different hairstyle of you maintaining a certain kind of pose. Nano Banana can do it for you. So I'm going to put in this simple prompt. I'm going to say change the hairstyle into a ponytail, and once this is done, this is the kind of result you would get. You can see the before and the after. It literally changed it perfectly into a ponytail, and it still kept a facial expression. It did not really change any other thing apart from the particular thing we told it to change. You can also change the color of this hairstyle. You want it to be in a different color. You can literally do this in Nano Banana. You can see here I said change the hairstyle into a coily gold ponytail, and this is the amazing result that we've gotten. This is just the basic editing that we can do with Nano Banana. Another thing you can do with Nano Banana is in terms of style and personal branding. It can tell it to give you a style or a branding that you're used to by just giving it a simple prompt. So what we're going to do in here is to put in this particular image. Once you put in this particular image, we're going to tell it to change this into a professional LinkedIn picture. So I'm just going to keep this simple, and you can see that it changed the image into a professional LinkedIn images. This will literally get you as much jobs as you want on LinkedIn. You can see that the background looks luxurious. It changed it from the plain background into this beautiful background that you see, still maintaining the pose. There was no distortion in any of the image at all. Everything looks as realistic and as beautiful as it was before. I'm also going to try out the same prompt on Gemini AI. That was on Google Studio. I'm going to try it on the Gemini AI Studio, and you're going to make sure it's on Flash 2.5. And once I put in this prompt, you can see the result. This result is quite different from the one on Google AI Studio. This changed her dress code, gave her a smile, but still maintained the pose. So you can actually try it out using different websites to get the exact results that you would want. You can actually upload an image with a particular dress that you like and tell Nano Banana to put in that dress in your subject or your model that you have already. So what I did was to upload this particular image, and once it is uploaded, I gave it this prompt. This is a bit lengthy. I gave it this prompt, and basically what it meant was for Nano Banana to put in this particular dress code on our model, and you can see the beautiful results that we've gotten from this. You can see that it still maintained her pose, maintained her style, maintained the background. The only thing that changed there was just her dressing, and it fit her perfectly. There was no distortion whatever. Another thing you can do on Nano Banana is based on your looks. So what I did here was to put in this prompt. I said, make me look like I'm in the 1970s with retro clothes, film grain and warm clothes. And this was the amazing result that we got. And this was gotten on the Gemini app. This looks amazing. It kept her facial expression, just changing just her hair, her dressing, giving her that 90s vibe that she actually needed. I love that it changed the background too, just made everything blend in with the prompt. So I went over to Google AI and I gave it this prompt. I said, give this outfit and hair a 90s vibes. So this, I just wanted to see how the kind of results I'm gonna get from various websites. That's from the Gemini and from Google AI Studio, and you can see our result. It worked on her hair and it worked on her outfit, leaving everything as it was, just focusing on just the hair and the outfit. Nano Banana is literally insane. There is no limit to what you can do on Nano Banana. All you just need to do is to be creative with what you do. Now you can also recreate. Now you can also try out multiverse experiments. By multiverse experiment, I mean you can actually change your look to look like another person from another continent, almost as if you're doing a face swap. So I put in this prompt. I said, recreate me as an East Asian version, give me the same pose, same style, same fitting, and this was the result that we had. It actually looks like the image, but like the Asian version of the image that we put in on Nano Banana. You can also decide to change your gender on Nano Banana, still keeping the same facial features. I put in this prompt. I said, gender swap me into a realistic male version that is also styled naturally, and the result is insane. It gave us a male version. It maintained the same pose. Literally, it maintained everything as naturally as it was before. Another part of Nano Banana that you can also explore is in terms of travels and background swap. So if you want to try out something like this, you can just put in this prompt. You can say, place me on the summit of the Himalayas at sunrise with cinematic setting. So I put in this prompt and this was the result I got. You can see that it changed the background totally into this, and it still kept the same pose. This time the image is on standstill, but everything looks perfect, everything looks the same and realistic. This is something that you can try out as much as you can. So you can also give it a different prompt that relates to different climates. In this part, I said, teleport me to Times Square at night, glowing neon light, and this was the amazing results that we got. Still maintaining the same pose, still maintaining the same dress code. The only thing that literally changed there was just the background and the location. So you can also use Nano Banana for cleanups and removal. Let's say you have a particular image that has a lot of elements in it and you want to do a bit of cleanup, you want to remove a bit of elements and just put a focus on a particular person or in a particular place. You can put in a prompt telling it to do something like that. Now for this image, I just gave it a simple prompt. I said, remove everyone from this photo except me. And you can see that it literally removed every single person that would sound as noise, leaving just the particular image as the focus. If this is not something you want, you can save this image, upload it again, and then give it the same prompt, and it's clean it up, leaving just you literally on it. I uploaded this image again just to try out the cleanups and removals part of Nano Banana and I put in this prompt: remove all objects and keep the image clean and sharp. And this is the result. It literally removed all the objects. I actually love that it maintained the pose. For some they were still holding their gamepad, but for the females it actually removed the gamepad and every other object that was there, it was removed. So for the male, if you want the gamepad to be out of their hands, you can just re-upload the image, give it the same prompt, and it will clean it up perfectly for you. Another thing you can do on Nano Banana is restoration and colorization. So I put in this black and white image of Oprah and I told it to recolor this old black and white portrait with soft skin tones and realistic constraints, and this is the result that we had. You can see that he added color to the photo. He gave her natural colors. It didn't just give color to the image, he also added colors to the background. So you can use this to restore back the color of whatever image that you had and you want it to come back to its original color. You can do this on Nano Banana. You can also upload an old image and tell it to restore the photo for you. Just like this old image here, you can see that this image is a very, very old image. I told it to restore and sharpen the details and recolor naturally, and it should also clean the damage. So once you do it, this is the massive results you would get. I love this so much. It literally restored every damage that was on this photo, keeping it clean and smooth. One thing you can also do on Nano Banana, there are a lot of things you can do. One of those things is to create AI influencers and to get monetized using them. There are a lot of AI influencers on Instagram, on TikTok that are using paid app, but you can use Nano Banana to create free AI images that you can use. What I did was to give it this prompt. I said, create a hyper-realistic portrait of a stylish young female influencer. She has a flawless glowing skin, expressive eyes, and a confident smile. And then you can go ahead to describe how her hair is, how you want her posture to be like. And then once I put in this prompt, this was the result I got. You can see that it gave us one of the perfect AI influencer image you could ever find. This is literally amazing. You can go further by telling it to make 5 versions of the same influencers doing lifestyle poses in different locations, and this is the result of the first one. This is the result of the second. This is the third, the fourth, and the fifth. One thing I like about this is that it maintained the poses, it maintained the style, it maintained the posture and the body figure in all through. So another part of AI influencing that I can try out is in a particular niche: travel, food, whatever. So I put in this prompt. I said, create a luxury travel influencer shot for Instagram that is perfectly aesthetic, and you can see that it gave us a beautiful travel influencer. You can be as specific as you want. The color of hair, the color of shoe, the color of dress that you want it to have on, you can literally do that in here. So this is the result from it. One way that you can also explore Nano Banana is in terms of products and branding. So I uploaded this t-shirt and I gave it the simple prompt. I said, apply this t-shirt design to the model, give it a seamless fit and soft shadows, and this was the result. Now what I needed was just the t-shirt design, and you can see the t-shirt design placed perfectly on the model. So this is something that you can do for your products, for your brand. So you can explore this for your products and your brand. So I put in this particular prompt for this bag. I said, place this bag in a luxury setting, add cinematic lighting and reflection. Let's say you have a bag, but you don't have a good background to take pictures with. You don't have those aesthetics background to work with. You can do this. You can explore Nano Banana using this prompt to give you luxury settings, luxury background that you can use to sell your products, that you can use for your brand. This is the result, and you can see that this background is stunning. There are no glitches at all. Everything looks natural. Everything looks beautiful. So let's say you don't want this background, you just want something very, very simple. You can just give it this prompt and say, make a realistic product photo with soft studio lights and blur background, and this is the amazing result that you are going to get. Now, you can also replace logos using Nano Banana. Like I said, what you can do with Nano Banana is endless. So I uploaded this image of this popular drink and I said, replace the logo on this bottle with the word bestie. So you can tell it to replace it with your brand name, your brand logo, just upload them and it will do that for you. And this is the result. You can see that it uploaded it and the word bestie fits perfectly into the bottle. There were no issues at all, no distortions at all. Another amazing way that you can use Nano Banana is in creating thumbnails and basic graphic designs, right? I can just upload this avatar and put in this simple prompt and tell it to make me look confident and energetic for a YouTube thumbnail. And once you hit on enter, this is the kind of result you would expect. You can take it a bit further by saying add a smartphone in my hands and bring it closer to the camera for depth. And once you do that, this is the kind of amazing result that you would get. And this can be used as a YouTube thumbnail. Now, I also want to try out something. Let's say you have an image, but it's not in the kind of expressions that you want. You can upload that image and put in prompts like this. You can say, make the expression shocked. You can tell it, make it excited with bold lightning and colorful accents. And boom, this is the result. It literally changed the expression and gave her a more shocked and excited look. You want her to cry, you want her to do whatever. Just type in the prompt on Nano Banana and it will give you amazing results. Now, the last but not the least way that you can use Nano Banana is in website and marketing material. You can tell Nano Banana to design a sleek landing page for you for whatever product it is that you want that has a high converting layout. So I put in this exact prompt I just said and this was the result I got. I wanted it to create a landing page for a web design product. This was just an imaginary product and this is the result that we had. You can see that the landing page has every details that you would necessarily see in a beautiful landing page. I love that it made good use of the white spaces, made good use of colors. It was literally arranged in an amazing way. If this is not as you want, you can just rewrite and make it more specific so it understands what you want. I also tried out the same prompt in hair product niche and this was the result that I got. You can see that it has every details. I love that it made use of images that are catchy and the colors were blending. Everything just looks so smooth and easy. Now these were not, I didn't give it any specifics and this was the result I got. Imagine what you would get if you give it specific details. So basically there's a lot that you can do with it. I also told Nano Banana to create a modern e-commerce homepage with product mockups and pricing cards and this result is amazing. So these are a lot of ways and more that you can use Nano Banana. I currently have a document that has the full 50 prompts that you can use to create different images from different perspectives. If you want this document, simply type Nano in the comment section and I'll send this directly to you.